All right, welcome back to Missing Persons TV. I'm Brian Lab with my co-host Deborah. Today is Thursday, September 24th, 2009, 10:25 p.m. We have two cases tonight. Case number 811, which is Carla Rivas, and we have an update on case number 673, which is Haleigh Emery Cummings. I have on the phone with me Deborah as usual, and our guest tonight is Susan. Are you guys there?
Hello.
Hi, Susan. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Hi, Deborah. Welcome back.
Hi, I'm here. Hello, Susan. Hello, Brian. How are you guys tonight?
Fine, thanks.
I'm good. So we got two cases to discuss tonight. We are going to start with Haleigh Emery Cummings, case number 673. We did do a show last night. Mentioned some updates on that, and we did do an entire show on her too. So Deborah and Susan, you guys have been talking. What's the latest for Haleigh?
Tommy Crosland has bailed out of jail, and Misty's mother has been arrested for check fraud.
Okay.
Now, Tom Crosland is Misty's older brother or younger brother?
Younger brother.
Younger brother. And then her mom, who's been arrested now for check fraud, she actually lives in Tennessee, and her mom is Lisa Crosland, right?
Right.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so but Misty is still out of town?
Yes, apparently she has left and gone off with a girlfriend to the beach, wanting to get away from everything.
I understand that.
Kind of like bury your head thing, huh?
Yeah. Now I did see one of the documents as far as the jailhouse diaries or letters, whatever they were. Now it does seem like police are taking that seriously, though, right?
That letter written by Nene.
Yeah, I think there was two letters now.
Yeah.
Susan,
those that
go ahead, Susan.
The other one was written by the guy that they call White Boy Gray.
Okay. And from what I know, that they're going to be searching two more ponds. Is that what's going on?
Possibly, yes.
Okay. Is there anything else?
No.
Okay. Deborah, anything else for Haleigh?
Not so much that there's anything else except Nene, from what I had seen earlier in this case, I actually saw some interviews she did with Cobra, who is his name is William Stobbs, I think. He's the bounty hunter that came in on this case, and she supposedly was a best friend. I do remember some mention about Nene's car in those videos, and I don't know if it was Misty that had borrowed her car or that someone had borrowed her car, and some things about her car being borrowed and something happening to it where there was possibly some damage or something to the car. And I bring that up because in the letter that Nene wrote, she said that they had taken her car to check it for evidence, that law enforcement had taken her car. I'm just wondering how much of this back talk and, like double talk and conflicting stories and cover up and things that are being said and have been said, right from the get-go to try to put this all together as to what's really happened here. And if Nene's car could have been involved somehow.
Now they said that she had died of an OxyContin overdose, right?
Correct.
How do they know this? I mean,
you eat that if it doesn't taste good, something to
okay,
that effect.
Right, but I'm just saying how all of a sudden we jump to that though. I mean, and they're believing that.
They're going by the sworn testimony of White Boy Gray.
Okay, so that would mean that Haleigh was not even at the house when she was reported missing. So when he came home from work and did that 911 call, Haleigh was not even there, wasn't even there to begin with. No.
Right, well, Misty had supposedly been out that night. We were talking last night about how he supposedly called Misty like 20 times, and when he couldn't reach her from work, then he went ahead and called her brother, and Misty's brother went over there looking for her.
So she was at a party.
Well,
Remember we discussed that on the first show?
Yeah, we were discussing how she was at a party or she was gone with a guy or something because you didn't think
Yes,
that she was
we were actually
there, and that
talking
was
about the
when
guy.
we did it back in February.
Um,
So now it's all coming out.
okay. But I'm just wondering how all of a sudden they're going to say, well, it's definitely Oxycontin. I mean, I guess they found her with some Oxycontin and she was dead. I mean, it's just, to me, it doesn't seem that simple. It seems more complicated than that. Did anybody try to revive her? Go ahead, Susan.
No, what's being reported is that the Greg flipped out, put her in a bag, and dumped her into the pond.
Okay, but who would do that? You know, why an accidental death? Why turn an accidental death into something that's more than that? Something you're going to get life for?
If they're loaded with drugs, I'm sure they don't want to come up with them.
What do you think, Deborah?
I don't know. You say why turn, if it's accidental, why turn into more by hiding a body or something like that? I mean, you seem to think that Haleigh Anthony was an accident, and why would Casey go through that? If
I still think it was an accident. But I'm asking the question.
They just want to cover their own butt, I guess. I don't know. I think it's awful. I think it's completely just awful.
Okay, and this is the police haven't put this information out though, right? The police haven't said this.
Yeah,
said that she was actually gone for sure.
Right? No, they haven't. They just said what the letter was released, but the police haven't made the statement saying we know this is what happened. Nothing like that at all.
Right.
This is still speculation.
They're not confirming it, but after that, right after that letter, like the day after is when they drained the pond, right, Susan?
Yes.
The day after it was written.
Yes.
I think that's a good idea. It's a pretty good idea. Everybody that's possibly related to this case, throw them all in jail and let them write their letters to people on the outside asking for money and see what comes out of everybody else. Shake them up real good. And maybe that's what it's going to take.
So after all this time, it finally comes out what happened. I just don't know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, when was the letter written? It was recently, right?
Yes.
Okay. And it was, and I read the letter. I didn't really read it that well, but it seems to me it was kind of mentioning it in a casual sort of way.
Yeah, the letter was actually written to her boyfriend.
To someone named Donnie.
Yeah, and her boyfriend turned it into law enforcement.
Okay. Oh, I forgot that was all. Okay, thank you guys. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Okay, thanks, Susan.
Quite welcome, Brian.
Deborah, anything else for Haleigh?
No, nothing else for me.
Okay. Real quick, and I know the attention is on Haleigh, but there's a child that went missing a month before, almost exactly a month before Haleigh did. That's Adji Desir. Deborah, we were talking about this earlier. We did a little search on the internet, and it turns out really nobody's posting for Adji Desir. Real quick, let me get this picture up here.
Well, thank you for going ahead and doing what you did months ago, the case comparisons, because we've followed this all along. Seeing that, others get attention, Adji doesn't get any attention, and then Haleigh going missing exactly 1 month later gets so much more. Obviously we want Haleigh getting the attention, but we'd like to see Adji get some too.
No, I totally agree with you. This is
a huge difference in the amount.
Right. This is Adji Desir. This is his grandmother. He's still missing. He went missing January 10th. They're both age 6, I believe, right?
Correct.
And they both went missing from Florida. They're both considered endangered. And then this is a search we did today. This is case comparison number 3 that we've done. What you're seeing right now is this. I did this about an hour ago. This is just a news search for the words Adji Desir, and this is for the past month. So for the past month, the number of news articles that have been released that Google has indexed, and Google does index a lot of news organizations, would be 0. None. There are no news articles that come out that's been released in the past month for Adji Desir. Same search. And this is posted on the case file too. This is news articles that have come out in the past 30 days. 204 for Haleigh Cummings. Now using the same search, it's just a regular web search.
Well, it comes down to the same thing. We're still confused, like we were months ago,
right,
as to why this is happening. Is it because Haleigh's white and Adji's black? Or is it because there's all this Jerry Springer show type action going on in Haleigh's case and there's not in Adji's?
I think it's some of each. This is Adji Desir. Just searching his name. 45,000 returns. A lot of them are us. A lot of them are Find Adji, and a lot of them are the shows that we've done. So 45,000, approximately 45,000 different web pages have talked about Adji Desir. Haleigh Cummings, over 1 million pages on the internet talk about Haleigh Cummings. I just use first and last name searches. Nothing's changed. Just the keywords. So I mean that kind of makes you think for a second, you know.
I don't know. I'm just confused and upset and everything about the coverage, as always. You know, we've talked about this before, and we've talked about, is it racism, or, you know, is it the drama aspect, or what is it? And we've even gone as far as to have shows about it. Is it racism, or what is the problem that some get attention and some do not? Because, you know, they're both 6 years old, and Adji, being developmentally disabled, he only functions at age 2. You'd think that someone would realize that little Adji really needs some help too.
So is it racism? I don't know. I don't know why. You know, a lot of news organizations don't cover it. I don't know. I guess it is a drama thing too. I don't know. But anyways, the website is findadji.com, findadji.com if you want to help. Really, we just need people to post pictures. Download the PDF photograph and print it out and put it everywhere you know. Spread the word too. Anything else for Adji?
In addition to spreading the word like that, you go to findadji.com. There are links to the media on there. There's a section on his website, on his online forum for that. Go ahead and contact the media in Florida, and you can also contact national media. And, you know, if we keep it that, maybe finally he'll get more attention. I don't know.
Well, let's hope he does. I do know you started a petition to get Oprah to do a show for him. As far as I know,
well, Oprah reaches so many people. I mean, I think having, no disrespect to Nancy, I think getting on Oprah would be even more people.
Yeah, Oprah has a lot more viewers than the Nancy Grace Show, without a doubt.
And thank you to all those that have sent the emails. We have a lot of listeners who have been sending emails and have been asking, you know, Oprah and Nancy Grace and whoever, you know, to please cover Adji, and sadly it's not happening yet.
Okay, let's move on. We have one case to do tonight, case number 811. Did the dream drawings last night. This is for Carla Rivas. Get the case over here. Hang with me 1 second. The dream drawings were posted today, September 24th. From the dreams last night, the forum, or the cases open in the forum at missingpersonsforum.com. Like always, if you click right below the picture where it says post comments here, it will take you right to the forum. Deborah, what information do we have for Carla?
Carla Rivas has been missing since September 22nd. She's been missing a couple of days now. They list her case at National Center for Missing and Exploited Children as a non-family abduction case. She's 12 years old. Her date of birth is August 28th of 1997. She's missing from Laredo, Texas. A Hispanic female, 5 feet tall, 100 pounds. She has black hair and brown eyes. There's not much information about Carla's disappearance, except that she may be in company of an adult male companion. She was last seen wearing blue jeans, a white blouse, and black sandals. So here we have a 12-year-old child who could be out there with an adult male again. So it's another one of those cases.
Okay. Laredo, Texas. That's where I was born. You did say Texas.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My dad was stationed at the Royal Air Force Base. Not sure if it's still active or not. 3 dream dwellings. First of all, I don't think that she's in danger, which is good news to me. The first dream dwelling says he does not have a 35. She is safe. He's letting her go on Sunday by hotel. On Saturday by hotel. Hopefully that's this Saturday. Today's Thursday, so that's in a couple days. Hopefully she's found by then. The second dream drawing says 7 and 6, and it says in alley. And I believe these are 2 buildings of somewhat. I don't know what size they are. 2 buildings, and it says in alley. I don't know what that means. The next dream drawing says San Parg, P-A-R-I-G, and then it says Italian restaurant and the number 7186224, and I believe that is an Italian flag, the flag of Italy. I believe that's out in front of the Italian restaurant. That could be possibly where they're at right now. But looking at this, I think that she will be home, hopefully safe, by Saturday. That's all I have to do.
Well, I certainly hope that's the case too. It just every day there seems to be, if not one more cases that seem to be listed of young girls. Carl is 12. Really young girls that are missing, and with an adult male. I don't understand it.
Either do I. That's right. Laredo's right on the border. And we're talking about right on the border.
Okay, so that close to the border too, it'd be easy enough for her to be going over into Mexico then?
She's not already there, but
if this could be some kind of trafficking, or is this just?
Looking at this, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just looking that it says Saturday and that she's safe. He says he doesn't have a gun. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I don't remember the dream, but that's all I know. And we could redo this if she's not found.
Safe and he doesn't have a gun. I don't know. Is this one of those cases? Possibly. It could be one of those where she's run away with her supposed boyfriend, who's actually an adult male, when she's 12 years old.
Yeah, but I don't think they'd do an Amber Alert like this, would they?
No, they don't.
Non-family abduction.
This one's not an Amber Alert. Sadly, it should be. She's 12.
Yeah. Okay, Deborah, anything else? That's all I got.
No, I don't have anything else.
Alright, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Well, actually, today's Thursday, right?
Yes, it is.
We will see you on Sunday night at about 9 o'clock. Again, the new website that we just recently finished, we're actually still working on it, is for Haleigh. So it's Justice for Haleigh. And then, of course, findadji.com. We've got findcindy.com, and she's been found. But if you want to learn about that, go to findcindy.com. Findjessie.com. That's Jessie Foster. We've had her mom, Glendine, on the show plenty of times. She's a very courageous woman, and she's got a lot of stuff to say and a lot of stuff to tell people that have families of missing, what can be done. And there's a lot that can be done, a whole lot. What else we got? We have missingpersonforum.com.
Justice for Robert.
Justice for Robert Manuel. That's a really, really sad case. Hopefully that will never happen again. Unfortunately, it probably will. Is that it? Is that all we got?
I think so.
Okay. So anyways, we'll see you guys Sunday night at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, minus 5 hours GMT.